out there. Better turn it down a little bit. I don't want to wake the people in the sub realms around here. There is sub realms to the magical realm that you see before you. All right, what's up, guys? I have returned. We're transmitting right now live. No, we're not live, but we are coming to you straight from parts unknown. It's the cosmic vinyl, and we're coming from what's known as the cosmic realm. Welcome to it. You're welcome. It's joyous and crazy. What? Did you say turn that shit back up? It's insane in the realm! Here's what we're listening to. Gun! Fucking gun, people. There's an afro after my own heart right there, people. Alright, I gotta get to it before this turns into something crazy. First of all, though, welcome all my peeps out there, and take care of that, will ya? We got a little imps in here in the round that take care of all that for me. Cheers to all out there in YouTube land and vinyl community and other parts from which music fans come far and wide to see the round. I doubt it. Not at 300 subs. Oh, geez, that reminds me. I crossed the threshold of 300 subs, which I didn't even know, because I don't really keep track. I suppose one of these days with all these God damn, you stuck, turn that shit. I told you to turn it down. I suppose since, all these people are having contests, and I've been selfishly entering all these contests, and I've reached a milestone of 100. I've reached 1 year. I've reached 200 subs, and now at 300 subs, no contest from the realm, the cosmic vinyl realm. I suppose at some point here, it's time to jump on the bandwagon. I'm gonna tell you. I told Brandon this and Dan at the record show in St. Louis this past week, and I told him, I said, I'm nervous about doing a contest. I just know I'll screw something up. I'll end up screwing somebody over. I have no technical savvy whatsoever. I barely know how to send something in the mail. Yeah, I'm inept. The Cosmic Brian is an inept soul. He has no idea how to do things. But anyway, that shouldn't stop me. And I will have a contest. And maybe if I have a contest, who knows, I may reach the stratosphere of 350 subs. Who knows? Anyway, cheers to y'all out there. This is a contest video. Chris Propfe. I just like saying it. Propfe. I don't even know it. Maybe the F is silent. Maybe the P is silent. I don't know. I like saying both of them though. Propfe. I love it. Chris, congratulations. 200 subs. I see you're at about 250 already. So by the end of this contest, you'll be up there at 300. So yeah, good stuff, my man. Good stuff, my man. Taking the sunglasses off. Gotta take the mind shields off. Gotta let you in to see what's going on inside the cosmic mind. Ooh, get out of here. I've kind of gotten used to just doing this transition without too much fanfare. Okay. Well, what do you know? Okay, enough goofiness. All right, let's get on with the contest. 200 subs. Chris Propfe, musically inept. I didn't mean that. Musically obsessed. Jesus, I used the word inept earlier and it was stuck in my mind. Chris Propfe, Musically obsessed, aren't we all? We sure are vinylly obsessed. Vinylly obsessed. Vinylly. Anyway, contest has 5 cool questions. And there's the old desert island question on there. God, I hate that one. But I'm going to go for it. Here we go. First musical memory. Now, Mazzy has a video out that he put out recently. It was a contest video, I think, for somebody else. And he mentioned a song that is one of my first musical memories from when I was a kid. And like you, Chris, I remember riding around in the car with my parents with the radio on, AM radio, and hearing, songs of the day. And that's where I heard this song that Mazzy talked about the other day. He talked about Jimmy Dean's Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. He talks about this. I remember it because it was a story. And I remember it's this big guy that goes down into this mine to save all these trapped guys. And is there such thing as a spoiler alert after like 60 years? The song's been out. Anyway, Big Bad John saves all the guys but dies in the process. Sorry! I'm sorry! Spoiler alert! But anyway, I remember riding around my mom and dad's 1972 Pontiac Catalina 2-door, 2-tone green, I might add. And that car, man, I wish we still had it. That's a cool car. I just remember it being big, and I remember the radio was always a good radio. God, back in the day, your parents would leave you in the car, like when they went in to go into the store, they could leave the kids in the car. So here I was, it's in the 70s. I'm not a teenager yet, I'm still grade school. My little brother's 5 years younger than me, and here we are alone in the car, right? And I remember the memories of these songs like Big Bad John, King of the Road by Roger Miller, Trailers for Sale or Rent, Rooms to lend 50 cents. Oh, God, I want that record. I gotta find that record now. I need that record. So if anybody knows where I can get that record, let me know, because I'm getting it. Other songs like The Wichita Lineman by Glenn Campbell. Stuff like that. But I'm just gonna give you a little story. A little something extra. I know it's gonna go long, but I'll try not to. Anyway, my mom and dad would leave me, my mom especially, would leave me and my brother in the car when she'd go into the store. I was so mean to my little brother. I would see another car and I'd point at it real quick. Oh my God, there goes Mom in a car with another man, with a stranger. And my brother would be like, oh, why, where's it going? And, I'd tell him, she's gone, she's not coming back. I'd do stuff like that. I was horrible. And back then, a car light, every car had a cigarette lighter. Now, it's not for lighters, it's for, to plug in your devices to charge them and stuff. But, used to have the cigarette lighters, and I'd pop it in, pull it out until it got orange. It had that coil inside that orange, and it'd get orange, just orange hot, or white hot, one of the two. And it looked like a lifesaver. Yeah, you know where this is going, don't you? I got my little brother. I got a red hot lighter that looks like a lifesaver. You put the story together. Yeah, I was not a very good older brother when I was a kid. So, but anyway, that's beside the point. We did hear a lot of cool songs while I was out there terrorizing my little brother. I do remember my first record memory. I remember my mom and dad had this record. This is the record from that day. I just kind of inherited it from them. But I remember this was the first vinyl I ever, my first vinyl memory. And it's this Sonny and Cher record. I Got You, or no, Look at Us, Sonny and Cher. It must have been bought at a Holiday, which was, I thought they were Holiday gas stations, but it says Holiday Discount Record Centers for $2.79. Includes their big hit, It's got the shrink wrap and it's got the hype stickers on it on Atco Records. Sonny and Cher, I Got You, Babe. Here's the back. Sorry, I'm trying not to get the glare since it's still in the shrink. This is the record that my parents owned. They never played their records. They never... I mean, these were basement stuff. I just would go down there and go through them. But, yeah, it shows the people that, that played on the records. And I always love that picture of them. They're just so hippie-ish with it. He's got his, like, fur vest on. I think I shared this story at the record show. But, yeah, this is my first vinyl memory is this record, this very record, which I managed to hold on to. The first song I remember, like the vinyl that I touched and I held and I played, was the 45, or what we call them 7 inches now, I guess around here, of the Beatles' Help, and it was a 45. It had the apple in the middle, and the B-side to it was I'm Down. It was side A was Help by the Beatles. The B side was I'm Down, which I always thought I'm Down was kind of a punk, kind of garagey sounding kind of tune back then. I loved it. I played that 45. I flipped it on my little whatever close and play I had back then. Anyway, just some of my early musical and vinyl memories. Karaoke. Oh, now you're talking my jam, because now don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those karaoke guys that goes into the karaoke circuit and I'm like this known all throughout the town as the karaoke master or whatever. I do like to sing though, however, and not being in a band, I had to have some kind of an outlet where I could sing songs publicly. Of course I want to be in a band. Is there anybody out there looking for a singer? I want to be in a band, people. But I want it to be, I want to do all the music we talk about here in the VC, I want to sing it all. So, but anyway, beside the point, karaoke songs. I do love me some karaoke, and I do get out there and I kill it on karaoke. So, I sing anything from Just Like Heaven off this Cure record. Yeah, I belt out Just Like Heaven. How about Fooled Around and Fell in Love by Elvin Bishop? God, I love singing that song. That's like one of my favorite songs. At the end, you can just really get into it. I fool around, I fool around. You know, you can just go for it. Something that I've been singing a lot lately off of this record, this Elton John record, is Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, right? That freaking song it kills. One of the greatest rock and roll songs of all time. And I tell you what, this volume, I think this is volume 1 of Elton John's greatest hits. This is a great record. It's got a lot of great rockers on it. But a couple of my favorite songs to karaoke are on this record right here. Thin Lizzy, the title track Jailbreak. I love to rock that song. It's so great. And also The Boys Are Back in Town. This is a great album cover too, by the way. You could look at that one for a while. Next question. So I am a karaoke. I love this. I don't call myself a karaoke singer, but I do sing karaoke. It's a good outlet for a singer without a band. So, Desert Island. Now, I always friggin' hate this question, but I was able to kind of narrow it down to a 3-pack here. So, which I think was it. 3 Desert Island records. This is something that I acquired recently, but I have quickly fallen in love with this soundtrack. And I got this from Beth at B-Side Records. and B-sides vinyl, and it's this soundtrack for the movie Last American Virgin. A rare thing as it is, a rare movie to find, and a rare soundtrack to find. And I'm so grateful to Beth for this. But I could listen to this over and over again. This has songs like it's Teen Angel Eyes by Tommy Two-Tone, Do 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 Da 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 by The Police, Whip It by Devo, When I Find You by Phil Seymour. I mean, there's some great power pop on this. Better Luck Next Time by Oingo Boingo. I think that track you can only find on this record at Oingo Boingo. That's my favorite Oingo Boingo track, is Better Luck Next Time. Are You Ready for the Sex Girls by the Gleaming Spires. Since You're Gone by the Cars. I Know What Boys Like by the Waitresses. Airwaves by the Fortune Band. I Will Follow by U2. This I could listen to over and over. So yeah, that's going with me on the desert island. One of my favorite records by one of my favorite bands, Blue Oyster Cult. This record is called Fire of Unknown Origin. I've showed this before on other videos. This could be a good artwork one too. I love the artwork on this with the cult there and the aliens, the alien cult. And then there's the inner sleeve there. Good stuff. Songs, you can't go wrong with songs like Veteran of Psychic Wars, Fire of Unknown Origin, Burning for You is the hit off of this. Some of this stuff, Joan Crawford, some of this stuff was featured on the heavy metal soundtrack. So good stuff there. But probably the song that I would definitely take with me is David Bowie's Low. I absolutely love this. This record is fantastic. It's experimental. It's Brian Eno. It's David Bowie. I believe there's some Iggy Pop involved in this. Yeah, check this out. If you haven't seen my video where I feature this, I have a good story about a fever dream I had as a teenager, and I was on some pain meds and put this on a loop and listened to it while I was in a fever dream. Yeah, good stuff. Album art that I could stare at forever and just look at it. This is probably in my top 5 album art of all time. I used to look at this and wish that I was one. In fact, I would pretend to be one of these guys, if not all of them. This is Kiss Alive, the first record. That is an absolutely killer cover right there. Not just for a live album, but for any album. I mean, if you were experiencing Kiss in their prime, in their era, in all their glory, you would understand that this is the pinnacle for Kiss fans to look at this and say, this is Kiss at their rawest, at their best, at live. And oh my God, the costumes, the smoke, the show, just some great stuff. There's the back there, Coble Hall in Detroit. Yeah, good stuff. Gotta flip this. Sorry, I know I've already wasted tons of time boring you with all my bullshit, but hey, you know, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I didn't mean that. All right, last record. I just want to show this. I don't have this album, but this is the artwork for, I believe this is the Flaming Lips' first album. It's called Oh My God, The Flaming Lips. And this artwork is so great. Mazzy showed Flaming Lips on his entry. And I don't have any Flaming Lips on vinyl, but I do have this coaster, so I thought I'd show it real quick. But yeah, I would, really love to have some Flaming Lips on vinyl. I have it all on CD. They're one of my favorite bands. Okay, what was the last question here? Oh, best closing track off of an album. I've seen that people, a lot of Beatles stuff and whatever, but I'm going with this because it just has great memories for me. And I've probably shown this record before, but I don't remember. But it's great. First of all, the record is Alice Cooper from the Inside. This was during a time when he was in, basically they put him in an insane asylum to get him sober because he was basically killing himself with alcohol. This is kind of it's kind of a gimmicky album too. I want to be real careful with this because this kind of stuff is fragile and it'll tear, but it opens up to the inside there, and it's really hard. It's really easy to tear this stuff. And there's the back door to the asylum, and where Alice and his friends are like running out of. But the closing track on this, after he sings about all the weirdos he met in the asylum and how he was going to get out, that the closing track is called Inmates, We're All Crazy. And it's just a killer track. It's the pinnacle of insanity and triumphant mental illness. And yeah, just some really, really great, it's a great song. In fact, I might even just play it. My friends and I, when we were in high school, check this out. My friends and I, when we were in high school, used to get really loked, smoke a ton of weed, and then my friend's room had like mirrors all along the wall, and we'd put on his strobe lights, and we'd play this song, and it would just be epic. But let me just see if I can cue this up real quick. I'll probably get the YouTube police on me. Anyway, great closing track for this Alice Cooper album from the Inside. Great closing number for this video. This is Brian from Cosmic Vinyl. Congratulations again, Chris. See you on the other side, brother, when I get back to Earth. Cheers, vinyl community. Just listen to this for a little bit. Peace out, everybody. And it's not like we thought we was right. We just played with the wheels of a passenger train that cracked on the tracks. Yeah!